You've obviously this week extended Luke Kroll's loan signing. How important do you feel it was to keep him with the squad until the end of the season?
Well, clearly I thought it was important because we've done it. But then he has to be happy to do it, so do Crystal Palace have to be happy. And when it comes to a successful loan period with any player, all three parties hope to get something from it. So I think the first thing is he's happy to do it, which shows that that he feels that he's developing and having an opportunity here. He's currently just come back from injury. The team's doing very well, so he'll have to wait for his opportunity again. But I've said a number of times recently that I think it's important we keep the squad together, and I don't want to change too much. And he gives us some vital cover on the left side of defence, with Jordan Moore-Taylor and Craig Woodman doing so well. It's important that we have cover and competition for places. It's not just about covering the players, it's about pushing those in the shirt and maybe taking their places should they lose their form.
Indeed. And the other loan player you brought in on that same final day of the transfer window was Jack Stacey. How close are you to either agreeing to keep him or him going back to his parent club?
Well, until it's done, it's impossible to I suppose talk with any real confidence, but I'll stick to the same theme. I'd like to keep the squad together. I don't want to make too many changes, and Jack would be someone that I'd like to keep if possible, and I'm pretty sure he's getting plenty of progress with us, so fingers crossed.
Any more movement you feel in or out in the club over this transfer window as we gather slightly towards the second half of it?
When it comes to players going out, I'd like not to lose anybody. We're not looking for anyone to leave us. In terms of coming in, no, it's the same answer really. It's we've got a settled team. We have got some strength in depth. We can ill afford to lose too many players on sort of long-term injuries like Lee Holmes, but I'd like to keep it the same, and hopefully we can escape over the next couple of weeks without anyone leaving, and we can get ready for the end of the season.
Going forward, how impressed and how good is it to have attacking players who are finding the net and seem to be in a rich vein of form and enjoying their football?
Well, it's always a conundrum with a team when you're trying to produce goals, that often when you're not actually focusing on it and coaching it and forcing it, that's when the goals come. And that's sort of what's happened over the last couple of months. We've got into a nice rhythm of playing together as a team and concentrating on the small details without having to force any particular issues. And the goals have come. That's because players are relaxed. It's because they're concentrating on only one or two things. They're not having to fill and cover for other players. There's a rhythm in the team and a symmetry, and when that happens, the ball seems to find the back of the net, and you keep it out the other end, and that's the sort of harmony you need in a team. Now we're hoping that it continues, and I've been doing this long enough to know that you can never trust the next fortnight. You've got to earn it, and that's what we're trying to do. But in terms of the goal, we're not really discussing it. It's not a big theme for us, but while the players are finding the net, and you've mentioned Ollie and David Wheeler, you just have to keep it going, and but they're not the only ones who can score. We have got plenty of players who can score goals. So Ryan Harley's got a brace in the last home game. So we've got players who are all capable of scoring. With Liam McAlinden, for example, knocking on the door. We know we've got players who can score.
Colchester at the weekend, a side I think you last played at St James Park about 5 or 6 years ago, a side that you beat away when you had that difficult start to the season. Do you read anything into those results early in the season, be it a win or a loss?
No, we're a different team now in a different place. They are a different team in a different place. We're both possibly playing a different way. We're both in very good form. 3 or 4 months is a long time in football, especially a league like League Two. So we've got a very, very challenging next 3 or 4 games, and Colchester's the first one. So we take every game on its merits, and we will be this week.
And I spoke to you about playoffs last week. They are in the final playoff place, and you would be a point behind them if you did get that victory at home. from 3 or 4 months ago, where we were kind of talking about let's not drop out of the league, we're now talking about let's look upwards.
Yeah, I don't remember ever talking about dropping
Maybe you were, but yeah, other people were.
Well, you've got to hold your nerve, and you've got to trust in talent, and I trust in my players. Never doubt talent, and you've just got to couple that with hard work. It looks like Colchester doing the same. It's going to be a tough game, but there's 20 odd games to go. Is it 20? Whatever it is, I'm not sure what it is exactly, but 20 games to go. There's a lot of water to go under the bridge yet.